Hello, everyone. It is Ashley V here, the Divine Savage, channeler for CEOs and high-level entrepreneurs. Today, and I'm the motherfucking soothsayer, okay? That is the truth sayer. I'm going into 2026 with that because it sounds so cool, and that's who I am. All right, today my nose is already starting to get itchy. I am doing a reading for coaches, spiritual entrepreneurs, and visionaries for the new paradigm coming in. So we have some very intense energies moving into 2026. We are moving from the year of the snake, which was transformation, rebirth, a lot of releasing and letting go, into the energy, charging into 2026 with the energy of the horse, which is about authenticity, movement, being bold, being courageous, being the real leader that the planet needs right now. So we're gonna do two things here. I have channeled messages that I already have written down. I've been channeling this for about a couple weeks now, maybe even a month, of some things coming in specifically for our industry. And maybe you are somebody that wants to be in the industry, or you have big visions and big plans, and you're not necessarily a spiritual entrepreneur or coach or somebody like that yet. So this reading is for you as well. Maybe you're an entrepreneur right now and you're like, I need to shift and do more mission-based work. This video could be for you too. But this is really for the people that are in the game, have been playing the game. So welcome everyone. And this is my YouTube channel, which I don't really use that much. So I'll put my other socials down below. Please connect with me and let me know what you think of the reading. So this is such exciting energy coming into 2026. And this is really for the people that didn't come here to play by the rules. Like, you've known since a very young age that you were here to do something different. You have maybe always been like the black sheep of the family, and you've kind of been taking that outcasty energy and shifting it into the outlaw and renegade energy, and really stepping into your power. These last few years, or maybe the last few years, have been a little bit tumultuous for you. You didn't come here to be a part of these broken fucking systems that have been puppeteering everything on earth, as far as politics and organized religion and indoctrinated educational systems, the medical system. You know that you have come here to burn this shit down. Or maybe you're in these systems right now, but you're a Trojan horse inside of the systems, okay? So you came here to lead humanity out of the old and into the motherfucking new. And we are ready to blast off into 2026. How fucking exciting. So the first, and I asked my guides to kind of put this in order as to how, because it kind of makes sense as to how it's unraveling. So in the industry right now, or just in general, maybe the last few years you felt like, what the fuck is going on? Why hasn't, my business been exactly where I want it to be? Or you've been a little bit confused as to which ways you want to go. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit of, I know I felt this a lot the last few years, and I let go of my larger wellness center in 2023, and it kind of brought me into this like whirlwind of like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like, as a coach, as a mentor, like, what are my next steps? And within all of that release and kind of tower moments, there have been voices creeping in like, oh, this isn't your mission anymore. Like, forget about your mission, forget about your visions, and just shit like that has been popping in. But every time I tried to turn a corner and maybe try something different, Spirit is like, no, this is who you are meant to be. You're meant to lead here. But things have felt kind of blocked. So if you're somebody like that, you've been in a process of self-mastery, okay? Where for us, Spirit has put us in this incubator container for like, maybe it's the last 2-3 years, maybe even longer, and just been stripping and ripping shit away to the point where you're like, I don't know who the fuck I am anymore, And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie V for Vendetta with Evie when I love that movie, of course. if you know me. She thought that she was in prison, and then V took her out, and then she was out in the rain, and the rain was touching her skin, and she just felt free, and she had no fear anymore. That's kind of where a lot of us that have been in this process, we're heading into 2026. Like, the rain is gonna hit our skin, and we're gonna be like, boom, shit, now I know, like, clarity, 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 because we've released and shed so much shit. We've been through so much healing. Some of us have been through so much carnage in our lives, where it's just like, what in the fuck has been happening? And it really was a learning process about yourself, okay? Learning more about you, learning more about the industry, like what is going on in the industry, like really in observation mode. I've been like really in observation mode with spiritual industry and the coaching industry, like looking at all the fuckery in the industry and just being like, I don't want to be a part of this shit. I am here to lead people out of this. I am here to be a way shower in this industry. I'm not here to fucking fit in. So I know a lot of you that are watching my video or may have been attracted to my content, you feel this way, okay? You are here to lead in ways where people may even misunderstand you. So there's a lot of that in my astrology chart of like, people really misunderstand you. And I'm like, yeah, people just think I'm some bitch sometimes, like going in online. But the thing is I see beyond the norm. So you see beyond the norm, and a lot of what people think is normal is actually toxic. It's toxic human behavior that's holding us back. With my coaching, it's all about energetic expansion. And that is something in the industry that's been shit on a lot, because there's so many coaches out there that were teaching expansion processes that don't know anything about energy and frequency. I mean, you can even see, like, this is my fucking office. I got my ancestors behind me, and over here is a lot of the galactic energy that I work with that I won't put on camera. Part of it you won't even see anyways. So I have been in this industry professionally for over 11 years, and I've owned a brick and mortar space. I've owned a wellness space. I've done retail. I've done tons of different types of in-person events. I've had renters in my wellness space. There's so many different things that I've done in this industry. So I can say that I am a master at working with energy. I've certified hundreds of people in Reiki and integrated energy therapy, and taught so many people how to work with energy and frequency. And that's the thing, is a lot of you that were in the self-mastery phase, you were in this cocoon, right? And you were just watching and observing, and you're kind of like, wait, who am I and how do I want to lead? So this goes into number 2, and I feel like I'm going to be attracting a lot of people that are number 2. So congratulations, because there are going to be a lot of new coaches, leaders, and teachers exploding out of nowhere because they've been in number 1 for so long. And there's a reason. So this has to do also, so right now you were in the incubator for years, right? Learning a lot about who you are as a teacher, mentor, and coach. And now the frequencies are starting to drop in for 2026, which is the energy of the horse. Charge, wild, and fucking free. So you're probably feeling a lot of this energy. You know, you're done. We're finishing up the last phases of healing right now. So I know in astrology, I'm not an astrologer. So go to your local or your online astrologer. There's a lot of great ones. I'm terrible at astrology. I watch and listen, and I'm like, okay, this is the thing that's happening now. We're in a shedding phase right now, like the last of the shedding phase, okay? And there's a lot of past life stuff coming up too that we're working through. So you're starting to become more clear. You're starting to feel more connected again. And this is the drop-in from the frequencies for the collective, is the drop-in for these new leaders to step forth and reveal themselves in this. Maybe you're gonna shift your brand around. You know, maybe it's just your fucking energy right now, and then more of the aesthetics of the brand will come later. Maybe you're a newbie in the industry, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of newbies too that are going to blast off. So there's going to be a lot of seasoned people that have been in the industry for a while, and their energy may have pulled back the last few years, and they were perfecting their craft, they were perfecting themselves, and some of them are just going to fucking it's just going to be like, who the fuck is this? I feel like there's going to be a lot of that in the industry. There's going to be a lot of, wait, who the fuck is this person? And then when you log onto their video, they're going to be like, oh, I've been doing this shit for like 15 years. And you've never heard of them. You've never seen them before. That's because the reason being, and this is what Spirit has told me, is that your guides, it's the master teachers, okay? Really want people now. So we've seen a lot of garbage come up in both industries, the coaching and the spiritual industry, because people needed to see what wasn't working. And plus, this is a lot of new stuff. So we think about the online coaching industry and spiritual practitioners online. This is a new game here for humanity. You have a lot of people assisting people in personal development, spiritual development, and business development. And because of technology now, we're able to be online. I think what they're saying is there was a lot of things that needed to come to the surface, because this is just collective energies of humanity in general that humans need to work through. And we're seeing it in industries. My friend is in the real estate industry, and there's so much shit coming up there too, where people are burning, realtors are burning people. They're being held responsible by the boards now. Things are coming out with people are starting to talk about the way that they're practicing, immoral practices and things like that. It's the same thing in the coaching and spiritual industry. We needed to see what doesn't fucking work for us. So there's been a lot of us who are I don't even want to be a part of this shit anymore. Maybe you're what the fuck? I was thinking that too. I'm I don't want to be what the fuck? I don't want to be a part of this shit. I don't want to be a part of these people that really aren't in integrity with their work. And I think that was the big thing that was coming through is we need more people with integrity in their work. Well, guess what? The ones with a lot of integrity have been doing a lot of inner work on themselves. And that's why it's going to be blast off for a lot of these people. That's why you're going to see there's going to be a lot of newbies that just take off, because they've been doing the inner work for so long, and maybe they haven't been they've been kind of percolating on their business and what they want to do. So I feel for a lot of newbies and a lot of seasoned coaches, you haven't felt visible, and spiritual entrepreneurs, you haven't felt, no matter what you do, you haven't felt visible. And now is 2026 for a lot of us. It's going to be the time. It's going to be the time, explosion out of nowhere. The veil is lifting. I feel like Spirit was protecting us, cocooning us for so fucking long. And now, it's this. I see a veil lifting and people beginning to fucking see you. And people out of nowhere just connecting with you. It's finally, this is what I've been waiting for. Maybe it's your whole career. I know in parts of my career, I've been extremely visible. And then I opened my wellness center in 2021, and I went more into the local community, which was a different kind of visibility. And then trying to come back online for a little while, I wasn't feeling it because I was just grieving and clearing, and even when I tried to go live, it was nah, this is not it. And I can feel my energy dropping in, and my energy even wanting more visibility. You could be feeling that within yourself, I want to be seen more. You're part of this. So, you could be somebody that's not seen at all right now. And you're just going to get a bump up in your visibility for 2026. Or you could be somebody that you're seen right now, but you're going to skip 3 steps. Okay. And it's just going to be holy fuck. All of a sudden you're going to go get mini viral videos and your content and things like that, where just more is going to flood in. So that's what I see, because now you're ready. And we needed more people in the industry doing the inner work, and you are one of them. And that's important. That may be why you've been feeling why do I feel my guides are holding me back by my shirt? And I've felt that for a while. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do I feel like somebody is literally holding me back, like has my hoodie and is like, nope. Because it's like, nope, here, look in the mirror, bitch. What else do you need to let go of? We don't want you to put yourself out there with holding on to this type of energy. Okay? We want you to, it's like your guide's protecting you, God protecting you and being like, I want you to show up representing me in the best way that you can. Like almost like going through some type of intense training. God's like, no, I know what you're capable of. And if you're going to represent me and the divine energy, I want you to be as clear as possible. And I want you to represent me in a way where people are going to be like, wow, this person has integrity. Wow, this person really cares about what they do. Wow, this person is here for the new motherfucking paradigm. Not just some fucking shyster, not some wishy-washy person. Like, I'm not saying you're a shyster, but like, I think that's why we've seen a lot of shysters, because God is like, look. The divine is like, look, this is what humanity doesn't need anymore, okay? So it's all been an example of what needs to change so we can be better. And that took me a while to learn, because I was like, I don't want to be a part of this shit, you know? I'm like, I don't want to be a part of these people that are just, I'm spiritual and like talking like, like, and it's fake as fuck. You know, it's some fucking shisty shit, or coaches that are just like straight up fucking liars. Like, you're like, I don't want to be a part, like, I don't want to be associated with this. You're not. You're here to lead people out of it. Okay? And that is moving into 2026 that we're going to see a lot. So if you're somebody and maybe your business is fucking booming, okay, and you're in integrity, you're going to the next fucking level. Okay? What is it? And I also see a lot of these energies that weren't really here for the people. They're gonna have a drop off in some way, because when I was channeling this, I saw the rune Isa, which it's literally a line. And I drew the rune because my runes, they look like shit on camera. Isa is ice, it's freeze, and it means like no movement. So there's just going to be some of these people that weren't honest, or they're not in full integrity, and they weren't doing the right thing for people, where I feel like a lot of them are going to have things come up in their lives where they're going to have to pull back from their work. And it's almost like the divine is like, okay, let's move you guys over here, blast off for you guys over here. Is every shyster going to be gone? No, because people still need to learn lessons. Humans need to learn discernment. So some people are still going to go to really shitty coaches and spiritual entrepreneurs and practitioners or whatever. And it's part of lessons in learning discernment. It also could be a part of those people learning to better themselves. So it does have a lot to do with trying to let go of the judgment and seeing it at a higher level, which is what I try to do at times. And then sometimes I'm just like, fuck these motherfuckers, you know? This ain't it, and I ain't the one, bitch. Okay? All right, number 3, rise of the shadow worker. So we need, and this is verbatim what my guides were bringing in, we need tougher spiritual teachers. We need people who take no shit and are more direct and assertive. We need people in the spiritual that hold a lot of spiritual energy, that are going to teach people how to be more discerning and assert boundaries. We do not need more woo-woo. And when I say woo-woo, I'm not talking about nurturing and kind energy. Woo-woo to me is just fluff. There's no substance to it. I know a lot of women that do great work, that are very nurturing. They take people deep, you know, and they're shadow workers in their own way. But I do see a lot of what's going to be on the forefront for our industry is people with more grit, people with a lot of balls. Okay, so maybe you are very nurturing and caring, and you come off with a lot of feminine energy, and there are a lot of people that need that, but you are going to have to be a bit more ballsy, okay? Because people are looking for very raw practitioners, and not raw, or and teachers and mentors and coaches, and not raw in a way where you're trying to be raw. Like in a way where, like, when I'm talking on this video right now, this is how I talk. Okay, like if I'm on the phone with my fucking friends, I'm like, hey bitch, you know, like I'm not like no, we don't need any more of that shit. So if you feel like when you go on camera that you're kind of shifting out of yourself, that's a sign that you need to be more within in who you are, and just ground into fucking your stories about how you got here. How you became a practitioner, how you became a fucking coach, how you became an entrepreneur. There's so many people that I meet all the time coaching and networking, and they share their stories with me. And I'm like, why aren't you talking about that in your content? Just talking, you know? Not trying to sugarcoat it, not trying to censor it. Like you're going in on the real fucking shit. So one of the things I really want to get into is my career and like how I got here. So you're going to see more of that in 2026, and more about the background as to how Ashley even got in the industry, a lot of my fucking hell tower moments in 2023 with my wellness center, things like that. We need people that can hold space for people with real problems. So that's why they're saying we need spiritual practitioners that are a bit more tougher. I feel like a lot of people in this industry are just offended by everything. Like, I don't want to talk about that. Well, too bad. You're here to communicate with the divine and show people things that they've never seen and take people out of the norm. You know, this is challenging work. It's not supposed to be easy. It's very rewarding at times. And yes, there are times where things just align and they're in flow and blah, 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 blah. But humanity is on the precipice of so many big changes and real problems. There's going to be bigger problems coming up. And guess who the spiritual entrepreneurs, coaches, and mentors that will be winning? The ones that can hold space for really heavy shit. So because AI is coming in, it's going to disrupt everything. It's going to take out everything in so many industries. It's going to fuck with a lot of people financially and identity-wise, where their jobs aren't needed and their job title is going to be gone. Like what? Like wiped off the fucking planet. They're going to need mentors that are going to have to help to shift them into their new identity. That is not easy work. So if you can't hold the space for that, I'm not saying your career is going to be over, but you're just going to be kind of like stomped on by people that know how to hold fucking frequency for really heavy, dark things and transformation processes that people are going through. Nobody wants to work. Like I was telling, my friend sent me a marketing video today. And this guy was just in a black t-shirt, tattoos, and he was just like, he had a beard, and it just like the music sounded cool and like badass. And he's like, yeah, we're not your fucking typical marketing company. Like, you're not even gonna pay us until we make shit happen for you. And he just had like this gritty, like fucking attitude. He was cool, he had swagger. And I was like, yeah, like nobody like wants to fucking work with the guy wearing fucking boat shoes anymore. You know, that's blowing smoke up your fucking ass, taking all your money, and then being like, sorry, you fucking beat. Nobody wants to do that shit anymore. People want to work with real people. Because guess what? The boat shoes guy is going to be moved over by fucking AI. AI is going to be taking his fucking place. And humans are going to want to work with people that they're like, oh, this dude reminds me of my fucking friend or my buddy that I smoke cigars with. You know? And the same thing as a spiritual entrepreneur. Oh man, you remind me of like my aunt that like fucking tells me to get my shit together. You know? Well, you remind me of my mom a little bit. Like, she doesn't put up with my shit. That, like, they want to see something in you that where they feel safe, you know, not some pedestal performative kind of person. Like, they want to be in a space with you and know that shit's gonna get done, and you're gonna tell them the fucking truth. You are the sooth motherfucking sayer, the truth sayer. So soothsayer is actually an old English word for truth sayer. So that's why I'm like, fuck, man, this is going in on the Divine Savage brand, moving in 2026. I am the motherfucking soothsayer, you know? So, yeah, I mean, so some of the tarot cards that they showed me with the AI coming in and like these heavy, it's like people are gonna come to you with like 10 of Wands energy. Like, if you don't know the 10 of Wands card, it's like the guy carrying the wands on his back, and he's just got so much. Like, you know, if AI takes some guy's job or some woman's job, like that's gonna affect everything going on in their with their family and their personal life. Like, it's just gonna be this domino effect of chaos in the collective. We need to be strong, and that's why you've been doing so much fucking inner work. Maybe that's why you felt like you couldn't speak I remember the last few years for me, like I wasn't showing up fully as me. Like, I was still showing up more than like most people would that were in my situation. But it wasn't fully me. And I feel like this Ashley that's coming out is like the Ashley, the fucking 3.0 Ashley, you know? The other energy that people are coming to with, like, it's like 5 of Cups, Tower energy. We need people in important places that are leading with the Magician energy and the High Priestess energy. That's knowledge with the tools for transformation. So they're gonna come to you with all this shit, and you're gonna fucking transform their life. You're just gonna be taking the wands off of their back and being like, this is what we need to do. This is boom, 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 boom. You know what? I got a guy for that. I got a girl for that. I can't help you with that problem, but I know someone that can help you with, you know? So that's the other thing, is a lot of networking and collaboration and a lot of us working together, because there's going to be some things that like you're just not going to be good at, and you're going to be honest, and you're going to be the sooth motherfucking sayer and be like, you know what? I don't really know how to resolve that problem, but I'm going to have my friend help you that I trust. So that's the other thing that I feel like is really coming in. It's the rise of the shadow workers. We are the ones that have been doing so much fucking work for so, like, even your fucking whole lifetime. And that's the thing, is like, people don't want the straight and narrow people that are just gonna blow smoke up their ass anymore. They want somebody that is the raw and real. And typically that is people who have been through a lot of shit. And I've been saying that for a long time too, that the best healers have been some of the most fucked up people on the planet. If they've healed, they are some of the best healers, because they have walked through the darkness and they know how to take people out of it. All right, number 4, the last one. A lot of people are going to need bump up in frequency, and this is why I'm doing my channeling labs, okay? It's not just bumping up your frequency, it's understanding what frequencies you need to ground into and connect to. I don't think people understand frequency properly. Frequency is the flavor of energy that you are taking in from the ether or the divine that connects with your energetic blueprint. So for me, fuck, like when, like I'm like, fucking yeah, the energy of the horse, like I am the warrior. Like that is one of my main archetypes that I carrier. I am fucking warrior energy. I am like, let's fucking do this. I'm on the front lines. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know? I'm all about charging forward, movement, momentum. Like, I am one of those people that's like, fuck this. I don't believe this shit. I stand up for the voice of the voiceless. Like, that is my energy, you know? So the frequency of 2026, I'm like, yeah, baby, give it to me, because it just aligns so much with my blueprint. Frequency is neither good nor bad. So when we talk about people being authentic, some people's authenticity is not going to be good. But I'd rather know, because at least they're being fucking authentic and they're being real. There's so many things that people don't understand about frequency and carrying the energy. And a lot of it is you have to really clear out whatever energies in your body don't serve you anymore. So if you've been thinking like, I'm the martyr and I'm here to be in this energy, to feel bad and just sacrifice myself, but you're trying to hold the energy of the high level leader, like those two frequencies don't fucking go together. Okay? So you got to get the fucking martyr energy out of your body in order to fully download the energy of the high level leader. So there's going to, like, the big thing is, if you're like, damn, dude, I've been turning it up. Well, guess what, bitch? You're probably only at notch 4. You got to go to fucking 8 for 2026. And that is figuring out the frequency and the vibrations that you need to be working with. So like another example is like, I work a lot with galactic energies. I love working with the Syrian energy because they have a lot of warrior energy. But sometimes I need the frequencies of like the Palladian energy to like calm me down and be like, just calm down and see like from a different perspective where people are emotionally. Like the Octarian energy is more mental, goes more in the mental layer. It kind of breaks down like, how do you resolve these problems instead of just charging forward like a maniac, like I like to do. So sometimes you got to figure out these frequencies that are going to balance your energy out. So like, you're not just like, for me, it's not just like charging forward like a maniac, like I did in 2021 when I opened my wellness center. I was like the Knight of fucking Wands, on fire. This fucking horse was blowing smoke out of his ass and I was just charging, and then everything imploded. Okay, so like, this is not what we want to go into 2026 with. We want to learn to balance these frequencies out and work with them. So below is going to be a link to my channeling lab. Moving into 2026, we are going to be, the next channeling lab is going to be Get the Motherfucking Bag, which is just all about money and wealth expansion in the energetic field. So if you're like making, like, it doesn't matter where you are money wise, it's just to bump you up, open up your bandwidth so you can accept more. It's more motivational and helping you connect to moving into 2026 abundant and free. And then the other channeling lab is going to be more about biz frequencies and what frequencies your business needs in order for it to be successful and what frequencies you need, and bringing those together. All right, so the link for that will be below. Let's now move into the ABC readings. So if you have not done this before, please pick either A, B, or C, and you will receive your message. You can pick A and B, you can pick A and C, you can do it however you want, you can pick all 3. Don't overthink it. I always tell people, don't fucking overthink it, just let it be and, you know, take your message and move on. I also have reading specials open right now, $222 for an hour with me, and those are limited. So, and I'm not always open for readings. So the links for that will be below as well. And open for Akashic record readings, I don't take a lot of those. And you have to be somebody, obviously, I feel like if you're watching this video, you have a more higher level spiritual practice. So both of my readings you need to apply for and make sure it's the right fit for us to connect. All right, let's start with A and C. This is for all the A's. So we're starting with just regular tarot. What is the collective message for A's moving into 2026? All right, what is this? We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. The Fool. What's this one? 8 of Cups. 2 more. Three of Wands. Oop. The Knight of Wands. I was just talking about him. Okay. All right. So if you picked A, 9 of Swords, This is interesting. All right, so right away, they're facing each other. So this to me means unnecessary worry. Whatever you're worrying about right now, you need to just stop, okay? You need to trust in the unknown. The energy of the Fool is approaching you, which means whatever crazy ideas you are getting coming in to move in with your business, you need to start doing now. You may even have to just do some releasing or clearing in order to really work in the energy of the Fool on a higher level, because if you're not, like, you're going to work with the energy of the Fool more chaotic. I do feel like a lot of people who have picked A, like maybe you've had a lot of ups and downs these last few years. Like maybe you really are one of the people that I was talking about where you're kind of like, oh, I just feel lost and I'm so sick of this shit. And I just want to do my work and make money, and I don't want to deal with like all of this going on in my head. Like I just feel like a lot of turmoil going on in your head of like, should I say this in my content? Should I do this? Should I be this? You need to stop asking that question. You need to integrate into the energy of the Fool and let go of who you think that you were, because you're not that person anymore. Okay, that's what the Eight of Cups is about. It's like really making a list right now, even after you're done with this video, and it's like walking away from shit that no longer serves you. What's interesting about these two cards here is I feel like the pattern here kind of matches the pattern on his outfit. So it's like everything is right in front of you, but you're not seeing it clearly. There's clarity. Like he's even in this deck, he has the sun behind him like blasting. So to me, it's like just really listen to the divine. The messages you're getting are correct. So maybe you've tried things in the past and they didn't work. You need to integrate into the energy of conviction moving forward with your work, okay? Because it's going to work. Whatever's telling you that it's not is full of shit. So if you're not feeling, like maybe you are feeling more clear right now, but you're kind of like not really trusting, and because you've been in the Nine of Swords energy so much, you need to just fucking just like shut up. Like stake your claim, one foot in front of the other. So I hear that a lot with my guides, like for me and even my clients. And it reminds me of that movie, The Santa Claus, the little clay figures. I'm 40, so like I love those when I was a kid. Was that song, like one foot in front of the other. And I think I don't know where the fuck they're going. They're going to fucking the Burgermeister town. To go get the toys back. Like those motherfuckers had no idea. They were just like, fuck this dude. I'm fucking like, no. You know, like fuck the Burgermeister. We came here to take out the Burgermeisters. You're a part of taking out the Burgermeister. And if you never watched that movie, you should. Because it was just this dude who was an asshole and he wouldn't let kids have little toys. And that's how Santa Claus was created in that movie. Because Santa Claus was like, fuck this. These kids need toys. So like that's like the energy you're with. Like humanity needs toys. They need good shit. And you're motherfucking here to do it, okay? Next card is the Three of Dicks. No, just kidding. That's what they look like on this. It's the Three of Wands. So this is like when you're like, you know what? I'm just done. I'm walk away from the Nine of Swords. That's the past. I just keep feeling like the Nine of Swords is the past, okay? Let it go. Fucking let it go. Please let it go. Three of Wands. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to put one foot in front of the other. I am ready. It's like this is the fire. Again, you got the Knight of Wands here. Passion. Tune into your passion. Get fucking excited. Start, like, if you got to move your body. If you got to go to hot yoga, if you got, I don't know, whatever you do to get the energy out, move, like, this is about taking action. You got the Knight of Wands here. Okay? Take action. Let's see what the Akashic Tarot says for A's. I mean, it's funny that I said dicks because it also, too, is like maybe you got to get a little bit more in your masculine energy and just make decisions and move forward, okay? And you do have a lot of masculine energy in here. You have the Knight of Wands. You have this guy here. You have the Fool. So there's not a lot of feminine energy here. It's more masculine, like create momentum, move forward. No, that's so funny. We got all right. So I think it's about stepping into the masculine to make the movements, and then the feminine energy is going to drop in. So you're going to feel a lot of creative energy coming in. You got the Queen of Roses. This is about what you love to do, okay? For this pull right here, it's about what you love to do, what you're passionate about. You may have been feeling the whole like, oh, I don't know about my mission anymore. No, your mission's still there, but you got to tune back into the passion with it. The Oracle of Delphi. Is that how I say your name? This is about psychic insight. Like maybe you need to work with a psychic. Maybe you need to connect with somebody that can channel a little bit more for you to get a little bit more clear on things like your energetic blueprint and things like that. Maybe you are the psychic. Maybe you are that spiritual teacher that you already know it's in you. So you have these two feminine energies. Like they're there, but you're not seeing them. It could even be guides. It could even be like a new mentor coming in. But they come in or they integrate in as you create the momentum. But you got to get a little bit more ballsy and more firm in what you want to do. So you're like, I'm already ballsy. Well, let me tell you something. There is something that you aren't doing that you need to be doing. Okay? I'm going to pull one of these angels and ancestor for A. And then we'll move on to B. I'm telling you, my guides... My friend Alyssa was laughing the other day. She's like, damn, your guys like love to torture. Like they are just like, be the most salacious, illegal outlaw in your branding. Like, like the ideas that are coming in for 2026, I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm gonna have to block my family from seeing my shit. Cause it's like, oh God. But I feel in alignment with it. I feel like when it comes in, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. All right. So it may be some of that too. Like maybe you're seeing a part of yourself doing some really crazy shit. And like the Nine of Swords is creeping in like, no. All right. Summer. Okay. Right away, I just feel like bee's knees, bitch. When June, July hit, if you follow this, fucking totally different world. You are killing the game. Get everything in order now, Ace. Stop fucking waiting, dude. Or stop like questioning this shit. Stop like the Nine of Swords is the dominant card here. You get out of this, whatever this is, even if it's just like a feeling that like keeps creeping in, get rid of it. It's fake. It's bullshit. Okay? Here we are, 6 months later. All right, let's go into B. For my bees. For my bees. All right. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh. Lovers and 2 of Pentacles. So bees definitely carry some different energy here. I feel like you guys are pretty solid in what you're doing, where you're going. You already kind of really know, like, okay, like I've already built this. You're looking at things from a more grounded perspective. The Lovers card to me could be like, maybe it's a partner that really helps you a lot. Somebody in your life that's really important to you. I feel like maybe they're helping you with your finances or assisting you in ideas. Maybe it's a coach. It's somebody that's assisting you with business. It could be love. It could be a lover, or it could be more of like a mentor or a coach. But it seems like you're already like in a good place. Things are balanced out. The 2 of Pentacles is like balanced out. So you're moving into 2020. Don't get too confident is what I heard. Okay. So like, I feel like A's, they need more, like a bit more confidence in ways. B's, let's see what other cards come up. I just hear you like push the limit, baby. Like, you know, 2 of Pentacles is a good card, but like, it's not like the 10 of Pentacles where it's like, woohoo, motherfucker, I'm a millionaire. You know, I feel like honestly, like a little bored here. Like, I'm like, oh, this is good. Don't you want great? Don't you want motherfucking great, bitch? And that's the thing. Like, I feel like for all of us, we're going to have to push the limit next year. It's not just me. I mean, I am extreme with pushing the limit. Like, the things that I see with me doing with my on my Ashley Vinci page, and I don't know if I can change the name of that page, but on my live streams, I'm like, you guys really want me to do that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, people are going to be watching me and be like, this girl is crazy, but I need to give her all my money. I'm nuts. Like, my background before I did all this work, like, I did music. Like, Insane Clown Posse wanted to sign me to their label. Like, I have no chill, okay? I have no fucking chill. Like, I don't give a fuck, okay? There are things that I've done where I'm like, people are like, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Let's go. I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself either. I'm not. It's like, that's why, like, I have the full-on entrepreneurial spirit. Like, people in this building are very, like, normal. And like, here look at me. Look at the background. Like, you got fucking Harry Potter shit, a witch's cloak. Like, I'm out there saging the hallway. I don't care, you know? Like, you gotta get out of your shell a little bit. Two of Wands. Yeah. This is you, like, you have these visions dropping in, but you're, like, playing it safe a little bit because you've already built this. Listen, I am the coach for you. You will fucking, once you get my energy, you won't give a fuck. Like, it may take a little bit, depending on who you are. But, like, I'm gonna drop you into who the fuck you really are. So, like, I know people have these visions of what they see in their head, and they're like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that, bitch. I will fucking make sure you do that shit, okay? I am unhinged as fuck, and I will give you some of that. So you can fucking really just blast the fuck off. Listen, you may have not gotten where you want to be in your business because Spirit doesn't want you to build your business based off of some wishy-washy, like, half-ass bullshit. Spirit wants you to be rich as fuck being you. Because once you, like, I've been in coaching containers with multimillionaires, and they're complaining about making 6 figures a month because they don't like their brand anymore and they're afraid to change it because they could lose everything. That could be why you haven't made it to, like, where you want to be. Because Spirit's like, no, you're supposed to be yourself. Because we don't want to hear you bitch when you get to a certain level and then you can't do the real work that you came here to fucking do. It's not always about the money. It's about the passion, right? The money's great. But, like, you need the passion to keep going. I've seen so many entrepreneurs fail because their passion went to, okay? All right, let's pull an Akasha card. Curious what comes up there. Yeah, but you're, like, staring at something when your little globe and you're just like, you need to turn up the volume. You are one of them that needs to turn up the volume and frequency. DM me, motherfucker. Let's go. You got a 4 of Forces, which is spring. And yeah, birth card. You got a birth card. Death. That makes me laugh because it's an inside joke with one of my friends. I'm not going to say it right now. But birth, okay? Has nothing to do with this. It's just the way somebody said something when we were kids. You're going through a rebirthing process. Spring is when you're going to start to see a lot of new in your life, but you got to take the chances. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to stop worrying about, like, anything. I feel like some of you are crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's, and the universe is like, no, you know, like, try. Warrior. That's me. Hunter. All right. Warrior. You gotta get in this, like, primal shit. Like, I'm telling you, dude, you're gonna see me in, like, fucking 5 months on Facebook. I'm gonna fucking come out with my fucking face painted. Like, I don't give a fuck with fucking antlers on my head. Wild. You need to be more wild and free. You got to. Let me pull an Alice in Wonderland card for you. Page of Pentacles. You're getting so many money cards. Let's see. Wild and free. Wild and free. Wild and free. Two of Pentacles again. Wow. You got Two of Pentacles twice. And the Page of Pentacles. I just feel like if you don't get in this energy, you're gonna be in, like, it's just the same, like, playing it safe, Patty. You know? You gotta get in, like, the energy to get, like, the King of Earth, the King of Coins, the 10 of Pentacles, like, kicking it up a notch. All right, that's B. All right, let's do C. Is there any more cards for B? They're like, no. No. Is there any more messages for B? I just keep, like, feeling like this, like you need to be like, okay? All right, C's. C's. Six of Swords. Five of Cups. That was reversed. I feel like that card wants to be reversed. Sometimes I read reverse, sometimes I don't. All right. Ooh, what's this? Four of Cups. You guys are very emotional. And not seeing. There's like a blindness there as to, because you got the Four of Cups. I don't know if you've had like a lot of personal stuff going on. Tower, yeah. All right, you got the Nine of Pentacles and then the Judgment card. Let me tune in. There needs to be a little bit more practices of gratitude. You may not want to hear that right now. I feel like there's been a lot of personal stuff that's may have been blocking you from like getting to where you want to be. I think the Tower came out reversed, so I feel like this is a lot with the past. Maybe you were in better positions in the past and you're like, why am I not there? You know, why am I still here? I feel like a lot of grief too. I don't know if you've lost a lot of people. Some of you have lost a lot of people in the last few years. I'm gonna pull a rune. I have little runes here. I forgot about them until now. So let's see like what's coming up for you. I only made a few of them. So I feel like this one. Okay. Wow. I made two of these? I don't remember making two of these. That's really weird. I do not remember making two of... So, this is Anzus, which is the rune of communication. So I had this on my desk. I was just like fucking on the phone one day and I was drawing them. And then I made another one. How weird that I don't even remember making this one, but I already put this one in there. Communication is a big thing for you moving into 2026. You need to open up your fucking throat chakra. You have not been talking enough. You have been holding shit in. This is all this shit with the Tower and the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, and like the universe is trying to move you away. Like, get the fuck out, bro. On Zeus is communication, speaking. It's even connecting with the divine and connecting with the gods. But like for me, on Zeus is really speaking. Speaking your truth, speaking with conviction. You have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Judgment card. I don't know if you're scared to speak, but you got to, because it's going to bring you to this. I feel like some of you have like really lost yourself and it's there. I'm going to pull more cards. Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords that was on the bottom. That just came out. Five of Pentacles. The Emperor. Jeez. All right, we have the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, which shows like maybe there's been some money loss, like some financial loss. You have the Emperor here. This to me is like the learning processes of all this. King of Swords and Six of Cups. Two very different cards. I feel like the King of Swords is talking about your wit and you knowing. You just like have like, you have very clear cognizance ability of just knowing this is where I need to go. I think that if you haven't done a lot of inner child healing, that needs to be done, because if not, I feel like it's blocking your momentum forward. So that's probably some stuff like if you're feeling like there's things coming up, I think it's connected to your childhood. So please really work on that now, okay? You don't want to take it into the new year and like moving into this new energy. You have two very masculine energies here, like trying to show you like this is what needs to be worked on before moving forward, because there definitely is momentum forward, and it has a lot to do with communication. It could even be like communicating with somebody personally in order to remove some of these blocks. Let's see what the Akashic Tarot says for you. Sands of Time. Oh, what's this? Okay. Everything has just felt like so like long and drawn out for you, and you're just over it. That's what this is saying to me. This is the energy of the divine. Like this card flew out. It's the divine backing you and really like, there's a hawk in this card. There's an angel in this card. You've had a really, like, the energies for you have been a big up level, but you haven't been feeling it. Maybe you feel it more like you know that things are going to shift and change, maybe. Like you have an inkling of it, but you've got to, like, there's definitely some healing work that needs to be done and clearing. You need more clearing before moving into the new year. Maybe even some rest, because the Four of Swords, that's a big card too, is getting some rest and getting some clarity. I think that's what it is the rest and clarity. You got to be more clear. All right. Nope, they're saying one more of these. Diversity. These two. It's a lot for C. A lot of energy, a lot of chaos, a lot of upheaval you've experienced. There's probably a lot of loss, yeah, because I saw the grief. It's just getting more clear, really getting clear. You got those masculine energies kind of beating at you. The King of Swords and the Emperor together, like, oof. Those two are trying to like just clear out the karma and making sure you understand the lessons. The diversity card to me is a very high level card. And that to me means like you have a very expansive energy, and you're not meant to be blocked in and boxed in. And maybe that's how you've been feeling. That could have even been affecting your finances. Like I think that for some coaches, really niching down, and spiritual practitioners, really niching down will work for you. But for some, it doesn't. Like, I feel like it just really fucks with your energy, and you have to be very multifaceted, which means you're a very expansive being. You can't just be doing one thing. So it could even be like, maybe you're a coach and you're like, I need to be doing like more hardcore shit. Like maybe you're supposed to open other businesses. Just like there's other things that want to come in, but I don't think you're seeing it clearly with that winged message card. So yeah, diversity is like, you are very multifaceted, and that's probably why you've been through such tumultuous shit, because the universe is like, no, you need to like really spread your wings and fly soon, but you got to move through some of this emotional shit and clear it out. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, look. Great teacher, elder. These cards flew out. You have a very deep connection to the other side, and spirit wants you to move forward in the best way possible. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So peace is coming if it hasn't already. But I feel the rest and clearing thing. Winter and autumn, how interesting. Take care of your needs and release the old. Oh my God. It literally says on this card, release the old and rest. I swear I didn't see that before I said that. Okay, so that's confirming. It's just release the old and rest going into 2026. Getting more clear. I feel like that wolf is like sinking your teeth into shit moving into 2026. Probably more February, March is like really getting in on some. Maybe you're feeling it now, but new projects coming in and peace is coming in for sure. All right. These are the readings for A, B, and C. If you have any questions, you can comment below or DM me. I'm going to put all my links to my socials and everything below. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And like I said, I'm open for readings now. I'm not open for readings all the time. Channeling Labs, definitely check those out. I also have some coaching specials, which I will list below going into the new year. And I am super excited for 2026. And I know a lot of you are too. So the thing is really like, it's how much are you gonna be open and push the limit and just fucking go for it. All right. Thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.